Good morning, yogi. My name is Carolynne. This is Nala. This is part 4 to a 4-part weekly yoga series called EveryBODY Morning Yoga. If you have been following along, we made it. You made it. Well done. We've been meeting here on a weekly basis, focusing on incorporating a little bit more yoga and meditation and centering and alignment into your morning. Today we're focusing on intention. So roll out your yoga mat, grab your yoga props, stay in your comfy clothes, and let's get started.
Welcome to Yoga with Carolynne. In this channel, you will gain the tools, the knowledge, and the confidence to practice yoga, no matter your size, your age, or your ability to touch your toes.
Good morning, yogi. Week 4, part 4. You made it, we did it, we're here. So for this morning's practice, we will start seated, bringing the hands onto the lap or the knees, wherever they fall comfortably, so that your shoulders can begin to release away from the ears. Begin to sink into this space. Begin to sink into your practice. And then begin to sink into the focus for this morning's practice. Intention. So you decided to join in on this EveryBODY Morning Yoga series for a reason. Or maybe you decided to make your way to this one video for a reason. Let the answer to that question of why did you show up this morning be what helps you create an intention for your practice. Because ultimately, what we're going for and the aim of this yoga practice is to help you in life. So it can be really helpful to create that intention on your yoga practice that you can begin to cultivate and practice within the 4 corners of your mat. So that then when you walk off your mat, that intention can help you. Help you from going on autopilot or doing things without thinking them through, to what is my intent? What am I looking to call forth? What am I looking to create? What am I looking to cultivate? And as always, the intention or your mantra for your practice is always more potent when it is put in present tense. I am present. I am positive. I am confident. So repeat that intention to yourself one last time mentally. And then letting it go. We will come back to it a couple times during the practice this morning. Your awareness now connects into your breath. Noticing as you've landed here on your mat this morning, how are you breathing? Then beginning to deepen and lengthen that breath. Sending that breath deeper down into the belly. And lengthening it out a little bit. And then it's up to you as to whether you want to open or if you want to just keep your eyes closed and listen to my voice. Trust me, trust yourself. Nice and slow, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the sky. On the exhale, just trailing the fingertips back to where they started. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach the hands out and up. Maybe the chin reaches up towards the sky. Keep the shoulders soft. Exhale, bring it back down. Once more at your own pace. Inhale. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the hands up towards the sky. Now on the exhale, bring the hands behind you, clasping the hands right where the low back is. And then on the inhale, press the knuckles down, gaze looks up towards the sky. Find that stretch across the heart. Exhale, release that. We're gonna do that a few more times. Inhale, reach the hands up. Take your time. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, clasping those hands together right where the low back is. Inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more times at your own pace. And pause, noticing what you feel in the shoulders and across the heart. And then making your way into tabletop position, coming onto your hands and onto your knees. From your tabletop position, take an inhale, drop the belly down, gaze looks up towards the sky. Exhale, rolling up the spine, spread the shoulder blades apart, tuck the chin in towards the chest. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Coming back into center, keep the hips above the knees, walk the hands forward, coming into melting heart pose. So allowing the chest to come down towards the mat. Again, hips above the knees, shining those hips up towards the sky. Chin comes down or forehead comes down. If this does not feel comfortable for the armpits to just have the chest floating, then you can grab your blocks and place your blocks underneath of your chest. Two deep breaths here. Once you have taken those 2 deep breaths, lifting the chest up away from the mat, then walk the hands in. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. So walk those hands forward slightly, spread the fingers wide, connect into every single knuckle of the fingers, curl the toes under, straighten the legs, send the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Let this be your pose where you arrive if you haven't arrived yet. Bend one leg, bend the other leg, shake the head, relax the neck. Getting out of your head into your body. If it helps to have a focus, you can carry that intention into this pose. And then nice and slow, taking as many steps as you want to get there. Bringing yourself towards the front of your mat. Forward fold, let the head get heavy. Find your options for your arms here. And then press into the feet, nice and slow, roll up to standing, head comes up last. Mountain pose, Tadasana shape, roll the shoulders back. Keep that openness across the heart that we have begun to cultivate. And then from your mountain pose, take an inhale to reach the fingertips forward, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, bring the hands behind you, clasping the hands together right where the low back is. So the same shape that we did from seated. Take an inhale to press the knuckles down, open the heart, bring the chin up towards the sky. On the exhale, keep the bind with the hands, begin to tip the hips back, lead with the heart, come down into your forward fold. Take an inhale to find a half lift. Reach the knuckles up towards the sky. Flat back, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, release the bind of the hands, come down into your forward fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'll guide you through one more here. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, hands come behind you, clasping the hands together right where the low back is. Inhale, press the knuckles down, gaze up, stretch across the heart. Exhale, tip the hips back. Find some softness in the knees here as you come all the way down, lead with the heart. Inhale, find your half lift, flat back, reach the knuckles up. Exhale, release entirely. Press into the feet. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. I'm gonna let you do one more at your own pace. Pause. Hands to heart. Take a second and pause. And then from this shape, bring the hands onto the hips. Bring the weight into the right foot. Lift the left knee up and then step that left foot back behind you. Bending into that right knee, coming into an upward lunge, high lunge. Sinking the tailbone down. Right knee is above right ankle. Open that right knee and then reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale to reach the fingertips up towards the sky, and then on the exhale, bend at the elbows, reach the elbows down and back. Inhale, bring the fingertips up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, pull the elbows back. Last one, inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Pause. Keep pulling the elbows back, finding that stretch across the heart. Are you still breathing here? And then take an inhale to reach the fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, bring the hands back onto the hips, and then step that left foot towards the front of your mat. Weight into your left foot, pick up the right foot. Step that right foot back behind you, upward lunge. Take a second to position yourself here. The wider this stance, the more stable you will be here. When you feel ready, reaching the hands up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that heaviness in the tailbone reaching down towards the mat. Take an inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bend at the elbows, pull the elbows back. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Last one, exhale, bend at the elbows, pull it back, and then pause. Again, remember to breathe. You can inhale that intention. Exhale into this moment. And then on your next inhale, reach the fingertips up. Bring the hands onto the hips. And then step that right foot forward. Find your footing again here, grounded in both feet. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Clasp those hands together. Inhale, press the knuckles down, gaze up. Exhale, tip the hips back, forward fold. Last one here, inhale, find your half lift. And exhale, release entirely, forward fold. From your forward fold, plant into the hands and step the feet back. to come into your downward facing dog. Take one last inhale here. One last exhale. And then bringing the knees down towards the mat. Swing the heels over towards one side, bring the hips down. Bringing yourself into the center of your mat, and we'll get ready to come into supported fish pose, which is a really wonderful heart opener. So I'll ask you to grab hold of your blocks and place your blocks towards the back end of your mat behind you, creating this T shape with the blocks so that you've got the long edge of one block parallel to the top of your mat, and then the long edge of the second block parallel to the side of your mat, and you've got space in between the two blocks. Legs come in front of you, and then grabbing hold of that one block behind you just so that you can glide it up or down once you make your way down. And then you'll lie back down onto the blocks. So the bottom of that first block hits about mid-back, top of the block hits about mid to top shoulder blades, and then that second block is for your head. This pose can also be practiced with your bolster if you would like. I have created a pose tutorial for this specific pose, so I'll leave it in the description box below if you feel like you would appreciate some more modifications and some more options. So choose your favorite variation of this pose, go where you would like to go. And as you settle into this shape, the inhale breathes in that intention, and then the exhale settles you into this shape. Breathing across all that space that you've been creating across the heart here. Just soften. This is actually the shape that we will be holding today for Shavasana. However, if you would like to practice Shavasana on your back, then you can release out of this shape to come onto your back. Otherwise, stay exactly as you are and just let yourself soften, get heavy, settle into the stillness. And then from wherever you are, if you're still in your supported fish pose or if you're on your back, begin to bring some movement into the body. Find a stretch, reaching fingertips up overhead, and then rolling onto one side of the body, bringing one arm underneath of the head. Just rest here on your side here for a moment, and then slowly pressing yourself back up to your seat. Bringing the hands into heart center, pressing the palms together, thumbs are pressing in towards the heart. Noticing the shifts that you might be feeling in the physical body, in the heart, and the mind. And then coming back one last time to that intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. Why did you show up this morning? Why practice yoga? What intention are you looking to incorporate into your life? Let's take one last inhale together. Exhale at the mouth, let it go. And then fluttering the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you've been following along for all 4 weeks, I honor you for the commitment to yourself, to your practice, and to your body. I would love to hear about what your experience was like practicing in this series in the comments below. Thank you again for joining along. From my heart to yours, until next time, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me during today's EveryBODY morning yoga class. If you enjoyed today's focus, enjoyed today's theme, I have created a free phone wallpaper for you so that then you can get a little bit more inspiration during your day. That is free and it's downloadable. You just gotta click the link in the description box below. And I will see you next week on your mat.